Riverdale episode 3.
How about that, huh?
Came out. Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, that was something.
I guess this will be more about just the series so far, not just the episode, because we haven't really talked about the episodes before.
Yeah.
But how do you guys feel about this?
This show's so stupid.
Yeah,
and I can't stop watching it.
I know. I think you like it the least out of all of us.
Yeah, it just feels so trashy.
It is,
It
but
really
it's
is.
CW. Like,
I know.
but I feel like it's still better than most CW shows.
Well, you're not wrong there.
Probably because it's written by I don't know how to pronounce the guy's fucking name. Aguirre Sacasa. That's his last name.
Yeah. Roberto?
Roberto, is that what it is?
I don't know. You have the comic.
The guy that worked on Afterlife with Archie. Yeah, Roberto Aguirre Sacasa. Right there.
Good comic.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
One of the best comics I've read in many years, actually.
Yeah.
Which, cross your fingers for like a Halloween episode based on that. That'd be great.
That would be pretty fucking great, yep.
I mean, it's pretty much what I expected to get from the show.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see those characters live action and not fucking terrible the way that Return to Riverdale was terrible back in like 1989 or something. It was basically the Archie characters all grown up and go back to Riverdale for a reunion TV movie. Yeah, it was bullshit. Yeah.
You know, I still like the fact that they gave the dude playing Archie big fucking thick ass eyebrows like his comic book self.
So we were watching the second episode and I was like, dude, Archie's eyebrows are gigantic and fucking black. And you're like...
I pulled up a picture, I'm like,
Yeah.
that's because that's exactly what they are.
Yeah.
And I never noticed that in my 28 years of reading Archie comics. Never noticed his eyebrows were giant fucking black lines.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's on
And
point.
what bothers me about this show is that Betty and Veronica don't have the exact same face. With different hair.
That's so funny.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But...
I don't like Betty's actor.
No?
No.
Really?
She bothers me.
I actually really like Betty and Veronica here.
I don't like either of them.
I didn't know what to expect from Veronica because in the comics I just fucking hate her because
I love Veronica.
she's a piece of crap. She's so bad to
know.
Betty. But
She's
she
so great.
she seems like a normal human being in the show.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I feel like all the characters, they kind of like normalize them in a way.
Yeah,
Than
they made
what
it
they
a
were
bit
in the
more
took
comics.
Jughead and ramped up his creepy factor to
Yeah.
like 11.
and I kind of love it.
Yeah, me too.
And a thing about Jughead is that like recently they actually like one of the writers for Archie Comics came out and said that like he is asexual, like straight up.
Oh.
And then they decided that for this show they weren't going to do that and he was gonna have like romantic whatever. And Cole Sprouse was super against that too. And I think it's really weird that they're gonna do that and we haven't seen anything yet to allude to that.
Well,
but
when you're asexual, you can still have romantic interest.
well, I mean like sexual in a way.
Even that, I guess sexual interest, no, but it doesn't mean you can't have sex. I mean, if you're attracted to someone and in love with them, you can still have sex with them even though you're asexual.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in previous
But they're taking
comics,
that part of
has
his
been-
identity out of this show.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's happened in previous comics too, where he's been, you know, with
Yeah.
girls before.
Like he has been like on and off with Ethel, but like one of the writers for one of the newer ones, he
Yeah.
like came out and said that.
Hmm.
And it's like I feel like we're like coming to a point where like asexual is like people are coming more into the
Yeah.
media.
I mean,
like
that's, you know.
a thing like that, and then they took it away, which is kind of like
Yeah,
okay.
that's kind of annoying.
So
For a show like this too, that has sort of upped
that diversity.
Yeah,
it's like,
they've definitely upped the diversity. Like,
yeah.
there was 3 black people on stage at once in the second episode.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I mean, I'm not meaning this as like anything against, you know, people who are asexual or,
Yeah.
you know, representation of them in media, stuff like that. But at the same time, this, you know, writer coming forward and saying Jughead's asexual,
Yeah.
that's one writer out of
Yeah.
a whole line, right?
but that was
And I don't remember the full story
You know,
on that. 'cause that
some
was,
have
like,
treated him as
ages
such,
ago I
some
read
have
that.
not. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's... I don't, like... I don't feel like his whole, I don't dig girls. Like, that's always been a thing.
Yeah.
But, like, but specifically being asexual, to me, is not integral to his character.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, it's great if
But
he is,
in this
right?
show that
But,
is so sexualized.
Yeah. To have him not be would be quite the standout.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make
Yeah.
a call and say that if this gets a second season, which I'm sure it will, I think it's pretty high rated for CW.
Yeah.
in the second season they'll change their mind and be like, okay, he'll come out as asexual, because all it is identity, right? Nothing about him has to change.
No.
Exactly. Yeah.
So.
And that'd be fine. Like I said, it's one writer's take versus another's for a comic that has had how many writers throughout the decades,
that's
right?
totally fair.
Yeah.
So I mean.
But also, to be fair, this is actually based on the new comics. There's almost nothing from like the actual old comics in it.
And it was from the new comics that is the Jughead confirmed asexual.
Well, then that's a bit different. Then that's
Yeah. I mean, I really like the cast in the show, and I do appreciate the diversity, because although Pop being black...
I know, I was like...
But dude, he's Alvin Sanders, so I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but I think it was
They turned
Black
a lot
Nerd.
of people black.
They did. But I think it was Black Nerd that said,
that.
I can't not think Chef from South Park now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that was Andre. He said that.
Yeah. But I actually super dig the whole, like, feeling like 50s kind of thing going on, even though it's modern. It really has its own style, which I think...
what bothered me on the topic of what era it's taking place in was in episode 2 when there was like a conversation where they were just texting each other. That bothers me so much. I don't know why. I just hate it. I hate it when it's just a camera shot of Betty texting and then another camera shot of Archie texting. I don't want to see it.
So, because I'm now actually on camera able to say it, all of the times they flash back to Archie and Grundy doing it in her car,
right.
I am reminded of a recurring joke in Mallrats. In reference to Ben Affleck's character talking about how he likes to have sex with girls in a very uncomfortable place. And everyone keeps saying, the backseat of a Volkswagen? That's, every time they do it, I'm like, sex in a very uncomfortable place.
That's such an obscure thing to pull from that movie.
Yeah.
I know, but it has stuck with me for ages, right? Like, anytime anyone has ever mentioned it, not even sex in a very uncomfortable place, which that is not what they were talking about, the backseat of a Volkswagen, right? But anytime someone mentions something as being like an uncomfortable place, I'm always the backseat of a Volkswagen. So seeing them having sex in the backseat of a Volkswagen, I'm just like, sex in a very uncomfortable place. Gotcha.
When I think of Mallrats, the first thing I always think of is, for some reason, the dumbass looking at the optical illusion.
Oh, the magic eye. Yeah. Yep.
Anyways, back to Riverdale.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, this third episode, the playbook... Spoilers, by the way. I guess I'll put that in the title. Spoilers.
Spoiler alert on the whole thing, because we'll be discussing season 3, or not
season 3.
Season 3. Yeah, no, episode
spoilers
3.
For season 3. We are way ahead.
Yeah, we just came back from the future. We've got spoilers from season 3 of Riverdale.
It is going to be renewed for a second season. Chris just
episode
said.
Episode 3. Yeah, spoilers for episode 3 throughout, because we just watched it and we are going to talk about the whole thing.
The playbook. That whole thing, although that wrapped up really quickly. Mm-hmm. That was like beginning halfway through the episode.
I feel like they should have taken it to the teachers right away and not like friggin' tortured this guy.
Yeah.
Like,
but where's the excitement in that?
Plus, you don't get to see Betty in a black wig. I mean,
yeah.
I like her better that way. I do.
I like darker hair.
The playbook almost felt like political commentary.
Yeah.
Like, it felt like that was I guess the jocks are the bankers and the billionaires trying to fuck everyone else. And, middle class union workers working on them still, right? That's what it felt like to me.
Because I'm thinking more of the scene before they find the book and change her mind, where Cheryl is defending locker room talk and boys are like that and all this other shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, Kellyanne.
Yeah.
Like...
Fucking, yeah. Did we just open this show up to be a little bit more deep than it's supposed to be?
I don't think so. Because, I mean, like, they were really, though, like, going on alternative facts, like, starting to go down that route right there. Mm-hmm. So I was just like... But the episode was filmed well before any of that even happened. So unless they're predicting the future, I don't think it's much deeper than what's presented on screen.
Well, actually, no. It was like that shit's been going on for a long time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So if they were really going for the political commentary, they could have done that easily.
But somehow I don't think they were.
Yeah.
I don't either.
I don't know. They nailed it though.
Yeah, they nailed it, but I don't. I think it was accidental. I don't want to credit the show with being that smart just yet.
No, I think they were just trying to
Because
talk
I'm still
about
like,
sexism.
this show's fucking stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And hey, we got some more characters show up in this one. We finally saw Chuck Clayton
And Ethel.
Yeah.
and Ethel and Dilton, more than just a brief shot of him, which incidentally, different actor, I found out.
Really?
On IMDb, yeah, it's a different guy playing him in the pilot versus playing him now.
I thought he looked a little bit different.
Yeah.
I thought it was just a haircut though. But
Yeah, no, it's a different guy. I also like how instead of like computer genius, inventor, whatever, he's like survivalist.
Boy Scout leader, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, he's fucking Boy Scout leader, survivalist. You know, if we don't
I
stick up
don't
for
like
ourselves,
that.
who will?
well, we don't know much about him yet. Actually, he could be a
No.
Boy Scout and still be like scientist.
He could be, but I'm thinking
They
he might
took
not
the
be.
word nerd and took it in a weird direction.
Yeah. Yeah. But then again, I don't know how they'd fit in that kind of Dilton character into this kind of show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like, not because he could fit in with something silly and sci-fi.
Yeah.
But it's not really going that direction at all.
So how about Betty's mom getting slapped?
that was
Yeah.
great.
That was you want to see bad things happen to this person.
I want
Because she's
Dylan to
just-
accidentally shoot her.
Yeah, no, she's bad.
And also her name's Alice Cooper.
That's pretty great.
That was in the comics too,
Yeah.
like from
Yeah.
a long time ago. I
Yeah.
always thought that was funny.
Yeah. So we got
I don't
to
like
say.
Kevin Keller. I'm gonna just say that.
Yeah, he's definitely a trope.
He's too like everything about this show I feel is way too sexualized.
I really-
every conversation that goes on is like
CW.
so
I did like his line asking Cheryl where
The
she got
boots.
those boots, the thigh high boots. He's like, "Where did you get those thigh high boots? They're great." I'm like,
But yeah, I'm hoping that they actually like look at him more so he doesn't just stand there as this big tropey gay guy.
yeah.
he's
Oh
two
my
dimensionally gay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's very two dimensionally gay.
Like, oh my god, shut up about being gay.
Yeah,
Like,
we
oh
get
my
it.
god.
We get it. You're gay.
What else are you?
Yeah.
Do you do anything else?
Nope.
Are you
Not
a
yet.
one-trick pony? Is that it?
I'm just gay. That's
Yeah,
it.
I'm just gay, and that's all. That's the fucking tagline, you know.
God.
It's like Kevin Keller, I'm just gay, and that's all.
And my dad's something, the
The
police
sheriff.
chief.
Yeah.
That's right, he's the sheriff.
Yeah. You know what? I have seen better characters in shows that have had sheriffs for dads.
Yeah.
Shows that I've had sheriff. How would I have a show as a son?
No, I've seen better shows.
Walking Dead.
No, I've seen
He's
better
a dad
characters.
as a sheriff.
I've seen better characters in shows that have had sheriffs for dads.
There you go.
Fuck you. Stop picking apart my words or lack thereof.
I don't know. Yeah, one thing I noticed while watching the other day is that like every scene is like so dominated by this like sexual and romance stuff. Like the only scenes that weren't were like Archie talking to his dad about his job.
Yeah.
Like
But eventually, even those will start to get
Yeah,
sexual. 'Cause, I
because
mean,
he's-
you can only be on set with Luke Perry for so long before you're like, "Hey, Luke Perry, you old fuck."
well, even in that episode 3 though, they're like Archie's talking to his dad about music, and then they bring in the teacher, and Archie gets all uncomfortable.
Yeah.
'Cause we have to.
Yeah. Definitely, but that's to be expected of the
Yeah,
CW.
I know. I don't know what I expected.
I know exactly what I expected, and it's pretty much this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be interested to see where the actual story goes.
Yeah.
At least
That's
a
pretty
bit.
much all this show has going for it, really, is the mystery.
Well, I think it has a
Plot.
lot of things going for it. The cast is good. I like the
Eh,
cast.
I don't like the cast.
But, like, they're probably the best cast on the CW. I could be biased, but...
Yeah, yeah. Well, also, I don't watch any of the CW superhero shows, right? So.
Oh, yeah, they do have those, don't they? They have, like, Supergirl and stuff,
Mhm.
right?
I don't watch any of the
Don't they?
CW
Yeah,
shows.
they do.
Hmm.
See, I used to not watch those based solely on the fact that they were CW shows, and I refused to watch anything CW. And now that I'm watching this, I have no excuse.
Yeah.
None. My excuse has eroded out from under my feet.
I disagree. This is fucking Archie. Like, you expect superheroes to get, like, their shows and their movies and whatnot. And, I mean, CW started the superhero movement in the early 2000s with Smallville. But this is fucking Archie as, like, Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah.
So...
That's fair. That's fair.
You gotta watch it just to know.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll stick by my previous statement. This show's stupid, but I can't stop watching it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They got me. I don't know how, but they got me.
Yep.
It's when this side of the screen goes dark because I've said my piece and I'm just like resigned to it now.
Anyways, there's not much to say left.
Yeah, I'm pretty much done
Words.
with my rant.
I like the show perfectly fine. I mean, I don't really watch TV much, and I never watch TV on a week-to-week basis.
Yeah.
Except now it has me watching. So
I don't watch a lot of like TV here.
in the studio, yeah.
No, I mean I don't watch a lot of like TV from here.
Oh yeah.
You know. I mean, if this is any indication,
Yeah, you've been playing with that all night.
I really have. I'm just really happy I fixed it. Like, it wasn't working right, and now it is, because I took the whole goddamn thing apart and put it all back together, and it's functioning correctly again, and I'm just really happy, so I'm packing it around with me.
It's always a good feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy for you.
I feel accomplished. Look at all the... Like, that comes off, and then a piece comes
So
off to
many
pull this out.
pieces.
Like, and then there's all of the electronics inside of here that I had to pull out, make sure springs were in the right spots and everything. Like, there was a lot to take this apart.
Nobody's telling you it wasn't a lot.
Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.